Hey, everybody. Welcome to Unfiltered and Intentional. You know how we do. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you once again, Ty, Specs, and Liz, for being awesome co hosts, like you guys already are. This is a midweek review, keeping you updated. Because definitely there's a lot of topics going on. So we definitely want to drop some knowledge on that. But before we do, Ty.
Y'all already know what time it is. If you're seeing this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and then go over to the Facebook group, Unfiltered and Intentional. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to the name. And join our group. There's lots of great discussion. And if you're viewing this from the Facebook group, make sure you make it over to YouTube and like, subscribe, share, and just show love.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for all that. But definitely we wanted to take the time and opportunity just to kind of see, like, let's take a pause on what's going on in the middle of the week. And it seems like every second we turn around, something's popping off. We're gonna get into some hot topics, we're gonna get into some serious, sad topics, but let's just get into them. Want to talk about Derrick Jaxn. Now, here's the kicker. If you guys don't know, let me tell the audience who this individual is, and then we'll get your perspectives and opinions. But there is a YouTuber. He has his own show. I think also a podcast as well. And I think his name is Kevin. And he actually talks about how women need to, stop looking so high for these men and just do with your standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're shooting for the stars. And a lot of women get on this guy's show and they like, my God, he's always, talking so bad about the women. Oh my God, he shows no love to the Black sisters. But then you have Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn is a very handsome, tall, dark chocolate. And a lot of the women love him, not because of the way he looks, but they love him because he is preaching things that they want to hear. He is talking about do not cheat on your wife. He is talking about do not cheat on your girlfriend. He is talking about this is how you know if a man really loves you. He makes statements about, hey, did the guy make breakfast in the morning? If so, he's a keeper. He talks about all types of things, but he also talks bad about other people. He talks about different pastors. He talks about this one and this one, like, oh, scandalous. You shouldn't be doing this. You don't love that Black woman. You got to cherish that Black woman. He goes in. But just recently, this week, we come to find out that he got some other body or somebody else on the side. Yeah, about 3, 4. He got a couple of entanglements out there, right?
Entanglements. Yeah. Really?
But not just, oh yeah, he's talking respectably of like he normally does with these Black women. He really loves the Black women, as you can really tell, from what they're saying. So he ends up getting caught out there instead of denying it. He gets on camera with his wife. I need to know about that bonnet she was wearing. Come on, audience.
Which, by the way, his wife is the one that stated that they needed to go live with the interview. The wife stated that it was not him who made that decision. It was her decision. Just to drop that right real quick.
So here's the kicker though. So we're going to end up putting some pictures up there. So just in case you don't know, for our audience who doesn't really follow social media like that, the couple was looking crazy, especially the wife. She was looking like she was getting held at gunpoint to make the statements that she was making. I want to ask you guys right now. First of all, let's go to Specs. I gotta go to Specs first. I'm gonna put the ladies to the side.
What?
I'm going straight to Specs.
Duck, Specs, duck, and eye.
So tell me, brother, if I may I call you brother?
Yes, you may, sister. Yes, you may.
I'm very curious to know. I heard that he's making a book on how to rebuild from cheating on your wife. Do you think that this whole thing that he's doing is just so he can come up even harder, like where the money's at? I mean, do you honestly think that he's remorseful in all his entanglements? Because like I said, it wasn't one, it wasn't two, it was a couple of them, you know, that he was on.
He's definitely remorseful that he was caught. You know, I get that he was caught, and you know, but every man, not black man, every man,
okay,
knows a Derrick Jaxn. He's the dude that you don't let around your cousins and your woman, because he's the dude that would be her friend, and when you're not around, talk bad about you to try to sleep with him.
Wow.
He's that dude. When I first saw him, I was rolling, because one of my best friends from high school was just like that.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God. And he is, so this entanglement is just what he was caught with.
All right. So I'm sorry because I got caught.
Oh no, yeah, he knows how to play on a woman's fears. He play on your fears, but then uplift you. He'll tear you down and point out how the other man did it, and then uplift you, make you feel better, and then say, you know what you should do? You should have a man that respects you, that loves you.
All right.
I do. I love you. You're black woman, I love you. I want to, you know, and I'll do this. And you should have a man just like this. And she's like, for real? And he's like, yes, sister.
And
I
then
can love you. I mean, you should find a man that can love you right.
You said then the panties come off.
Then the panties come off.
Well, let me ask you now. Before you say something, Ty, let me ask this, because a lot of people's been on this, especially if they're in the social media world. Let me ask you this. Somebody made a comment, and I didn't want to say there was truth to it, but then it felt so bad. The comment that they made was, it's very easy to get a Christian woman, because that Christian woman is going to go ahead, say a prayer over the relationship, and take that man back. And I was like, wait, is that true? Oh man, it sounds like, because at the end of the day, when I seen the video, before I could even get into the video,
she like this. Okay.
No. Before I seen her house. She got a badass house. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why is it that we got to pray over this? No, you was wrong. You're not coming back. I'm taking you for everything. Like, what's up? Talk to me now.
All right. So no secret here. I do consider myself a Christian woman. Not because I go to church every Sunday. I don't look for me at church, because you won't find me, right? So but I have my walk with Christ, if you would, right? And my belief system. With that said, I also have one ex-husband. I'm currently married. And anytime he's rubbing me wrong enough, I love him dearly. I truly do. But I let him know, third time's the charm. Play with it. And I love him dearly. But see, here's the thing about not all Christian women. I will speak for myself. How about that, right? Okay. I believe that Jesus came and he made the ultimate sacrifice for me. Why? Because he ain't putting me on a cross. And if my Lord doesn't accept me to get on a cross, I'll be damned if Ron John down the street is going to put me on one because of his ding-a-ling. Every man I know has one. So you can keep it moving if you don't know how to keep it in your pants. Period. I have no qualms whatsoever with just moving on. It's a couple billion people in the world, sweetheart. I have choices. Okay. And he already knows I'm a sin every day. Moving on, if that's a sin, that's just added to my list. But we're not tolerating it. We don't have to. This is not 1950 where, you know, if you get divorced or hold you're a woman scorned. This is not the 1800s. I'm walking around with a scarlet letter on my chest. I am not telling you that you can't make any mistakes. I'm not telling you that we haven't all made our mistakes, but you got fit. You got fingers rolling out.
Well, but let me ask you this now. Let me ask you this, Ty. So I was listening to somebody that's been on the show before. I Horace, definitely give him a shout out for being a guest on the show multiple times. Plus, I know him, you know. But he did a live about, you know, this, and he said, I don't want to misquote you if you're listening, but he basically was like, you know, majority of men, it's in their nature to cheat. It's in their nature. And, you know, there will be some guys who don't. Of course, there's exceptions to the rules. And this is the synopsis of what he was saying. And it could be because of the fact, you know, like, you know what? It's so much work just to get that one shorty. Now I got to go back out of here again, you know, and court the other person and do all this. So I'm good. I may not. But at the end of the day, it's in the man's nature. Do you think that women can't accept this? Oh, go ahead.
That women go ahead, Specs.
That's true for that type of man. I would say that man that doesn't have the option, doesn't have the confidence, and feels he's rejected by women when he has the opportunity and a woman shows him some attention, he probably will. I've seen that before.
Well, I guess he was talking about majority.
I can't speak for majority of men because all men are different. Like the men that I hang around are like me. I've always been confident. I've never really had a run. So after a woman, I will pursue. But so it's not like a woman, because I worked in music, I worked in entertainment, I've done a lot. So it's not like a woman has offered me something and I couldn't turn it down. Women turn it down all the time. So, but I've seen men that never have the option, and if a woman just throws it at him, he's like, man, I got to do it. So it's in that man. So when you choose a man, if the man feels like he has options, he's not going to choose every option. He just doesn't do that. Doesn't need to. But the man that has no options will choose any option that you give him.
Like they hungry. They thirsty, so they don't care what they.
So find the man that is like, I don't need all that. I'm good. When he's good,
a disciplined man,
right? He chooses you. He's good. He don't need to do all that. When he's like this, I have no options. She showed me some attention, and you'll see. He'll show you who he is.
I mean, some people just like that Poontang. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need it in my life.
I also think that, like Specs was saying, you have to think about the person, but then you also have to add in different factors. You could be with someone for 10 years and then stuff just goes awry, you know. Again, where are you at in that relationship?
Well, yeah. That's the whole
again, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It's easy to make blanketed and general statements, you know, based off of maybe what we personally have seen. But again, we really do forget that there are other issues that go into why a person is cheating. I mean, you do have the people that just are not going to be faithful. Like you have
others, right?
Like you have the women that will not tolerate that, period, point blank. And then you have the women that are so caught up in that particular relationship. What I may accept from relationship A, I may never accept from relationship B.
Well, I think this thing is a two-part. I think this thing, one is the Derek Jackson scandal is a talk of a town because he made his money off of talking about how you got to put this black woman up on that pedestal. How, you know, this is how the man is supposed to treat you. You're supposed to do these right things, and by God's standards, and degraded other men,
and that's the man. That's the man right there.
Degraded other men based on what he was doing. So, like, if you watch some of his videos, and then even if you watch the video of him and his wife, he speaks in a third person point of view, right? Mm-hmm. Derek Jackson did this. You're still not taking accountability. Because you're not even saying me. You're saying narcissism. Right, that person. Right. So when he's making these videos, now I look at it and I'm like, well, you're speaking in third person about the narcissist and about this because that's who you are. You're actually speaking to yourself about your own actions. You're telling on yourself, and no, hidden in plain sight. I say it all the time and no one even knew.
Well, it's so interesting because at the end of the day, it goes back to the thing, are we all capable of cheating? Yeah. And as much as I feel like, no, as much as you're like, no, I got that solid relationship. I've been married for 25 years and blah, 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 blah. I think that as an individual, you have to know yourself. You have to know what your weak points are and not put yourself in those surroundings. For myself, I personally, if I know, let's just say we're all hanging out, whatever, I know what my limit to drink is. I know where to be and where not to be. I know that, let's just say you got a business trip and you're going to be over here, whatever. Well, guess what? We're not going to go to the bar for after hour drinks at the business trip, working late night or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to put yourself in those situations so they won't happen. So you got this famous YouTuber.
Don't do it.
You got this famous YouTuber, and I mean, maybe he is traveling and maybe he's doing all the thing and they just throwing Poo-Tang everywhere at him. You know what I'm saying? He just felt so vulnerable and so weak, and he has.
Remember this: the women that he dealt with, they didn't know he was married all the way up until the actual video with him and his wife. She had never been out in the forefront. No one even knew of her. And then he came out with the book, I think 2 months ago. Then he got told on because these women really thought that he was separated from his wife, like he told them, and they were going to build a life together. So
it's all types of women. I mean, what was you doing? Licking and loving and sucking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ha!
Just enjoying life's fruit.
He got that game though, and he gonna do it again. He got that game. He is the pastor that's smashing the first 2 pews. He got that. She
had left him and came back. We already know what he was kicking in her ear, baby.
You seen their house? I mean, where's he going?
I would have never left, period. Nobody's going nowhere because I worked hard for what you did to me and I want it all. You're not going nowhere. I own you now.
So, here you go.
When you see the back of her house, you like, somebody's bringing that in. I think it might be him.
You think I'm not going? Look, what? We could do 20 different interviews. You could choke me out on camera if you want to. I'm not going nowhere.
No.
Like, girl, I love you.
You're like,
baby, you're right.
I know. I'm not going anywhere. I prayed on it.
I love you, girl. I love it.
Look, when they were doing
the process, is that how you liked it? When you
I know, right? Oh Lord.
Look, Jesus. Again, I feel bad for what the woman is going through, but like they said on one of the other shows, if you were forced to do the interview, blink.
No. And it's embarrassing. I would feel, I could see her pain, embarrassing by the world, whoever followed your show. I mean, I never initially followed his show. I would see him in passing because if you like a video over here, they will refer you to other stuff and you'll see like, yeah, your man acting up. This is why he acting up. He got to love you right, and you'll hear it and keep it moving. But at the end of the day, it is probably so embarrassing. I mean, even think about women who are part of the church. A lot of times you hear about the pastors cheating and doing these things. She's the first lady. And now all of a sudden you got the scandals and God knows that the pastor was sleeping with the director of the choir. She's pregnant. You don't want to leave your fortunes and everything. And then that's the thing. You prayed on it.
What you going to do?
You hear about it. You hear about it.
It's the truth, though. But it's what's crazy.
I'm sorry. I was trying to follow that. You got the pregnant choir director and the
pastor impregnates the choir director. And yeah.
But here's the crazy thing about it. Wait, she wasn't mentioned in the books, right? That this is me just speaking and I've never read his books, but again, no one knew about the wife. You got caught. You didn't just outright just say, this is what I did. You were told on. But now the wife comes out in the forefront so everybody can see her and talk about her bonnet and how
okay.
Oh my God. What about that bonnet? And here's the thing. You're listening, I'm on my tangent now. Come on now. At the end of the day, I understand you got to keep a bonnet or some type of silk scarf on. You don't want to rub your edges out or whatever. But we do not need to go anywhere public with a bonnet or on YouTube and live. That is so uncalled for. It looks so ghetto, so tacky. Please. Right. I understand. If now you're gonna wear if you're gonna wear a scarf and you're wrapping up your hair in some type of African this or whatever, a scarf is completely different than a nightcap. Like, come on now. We got to do better than that. She was looking so homely. I don't know what.
She might have been depressed. She looked like she had on sweatpants that, again, I mean, listen, I just found out that my husband cheated on me more than once. I don't give a damn what y'all think I look like. I'm going through it.
But that helps his case. Because some woman is going to walk up to him and say, you were wrong, but I understand, and try to comfort
him.
Him.
Yeah.
Him. But you know what, though? There's a him that's going to comfort his wife, too. Watch for it.
Are we talking about him or are we talking about Derek?
No. Him. No, her. Now she probably do her thing because I've been there for a few before. Yeah.
But that's the crazy thing. When you have a relationship and someone goes out the marriage and they cheat on the individual, now you got to go back and you got to play that game. And it's a back and forth. Tiff said, like, I am too old to be playing tag. You're it. Like, girl, maybe I need to wear a bonnet. Like, maybe I need to wear a bonnet and then it'll be okay. Like, who got time for this?
He got time. He got a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
Guys, I just want to put it out.
It's funny. When men cheat, we're just sloppy. We're just sloppy. I've had women cheat with me. I was single and they cheated, and the things they put together for the cheat was amazing. I was like, Jesus,
they thought about
do all of this. Men are just like, you look good. And that's it.
Just whip it out.
You gonna do what, girl? Let's go.
I want it, and that's it.
But women I've seen, they didn't go through those stories, but I was like, wow. There was no way he would have caught that.
We're not trying, first of all, we're not trying to get caught. We're trying to be discreet, and we don't want anyone in our business, because once the red flag goes up, that means that we can't do what we want to do. So we want you to go way over that way. So we go unnoticed. Yeah, we look, it's a gift and a craft.
Well, I know.
Hi. You have experience, honey?
No.
Ha! Yeah. Yeah. I've been so impressed.
Is listening, and I just want to put out there. I hope the guys don't be offended. My grandmother, bless her heart, she passed it down to my mama. My mama taught me. She always made the statement of saying that the dumbest woman is smarter than the smartest man because she studies her man. And what I do believe that to be true, because we study men inside and out. We know when they poop, when they don't poop, when they don't eat, when they this and this. Men are just actionary individuals and they just go.
Yeah. Men are simple. Men are simple. Women will do. You could, like a man will cheat. he would change his consistencies.
Yep.
He would do something. He won't keep it together. A woman will. I've seen a woman do something I was so thoroughly impressed with. I was like, oh my God, and she was cheating. But a man is not that. He will lose it. He will lose it. If you with your side and your girl call, you either don't answer the phone or you just like, yeah, well, you know, and you already know right there. What's up with that? Something's wrong. I've seen a woman do something. Talk to him, told me she was over his girl house, hung up the phone and put it back in. I was like, oh my God, you gangster. Yes, I am. I was like, okay.
Sometimes you can, yeah.
We are.
Learn how to multitask.
Gangster. No dude is on that level. Dudes would talk and be like, yeah, I can do this. Nah, man.
Y'all don't know how to cheat right. That's why y'all retards always getting caught.
Are you gonna give lessons?
No, absolutely not.
I was like, all right, hold up.
No, I am not no Derek Jackson. I am Tarisha McZorn. I keep those secrets to myself.
She's like, y'all don't know how to do it right. Let me tell y'all. You gotta
I know, right?
Let me tell you what women pay attention to.
What?
Let me
you
know.
gotta adjust the lens. You gotta.
No, you think I'm telling so somebody could get over on me? Hell no. I'm gonna sit back and watch your dumbass do what you do.
So guys out there, listening in and everything, I just want to say this was kind of like a segue into a whole nother topic, and maybe a live topic. We could talk about open relationship, open marriages, open regular relationships. I mean, why cheat if you all can have fun? Woohoo!
You know what I'm saying?
But that's if you're in. But I'm just saying, I just think cheating is so much work. But anywho,
just be honest. If you're honest, you're straight. Just be honest.
Yeah.
You want to know what? You never know what your partner might want to participate in if you're not honest. Again, we really do need to talk about these relationships. Again, don't make a decision for me. I might want to get in and join you. I might want to just sit back and I might want to mind my business, or I might kick you out. But
if Friday night's open play night, let it be for the both of us.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can eat. Listen, everybody needs to eat.
We all can play. Like what? Hold on.
It is
shout it.
It is a playground out there. Look, it is a playground out there. We got the swings. We got the monkey bars. We got the spin. You look.
Hey, you got the slide too. Okay,
You
I'm done. I'm done.
Get that bunny rabbit. Yeah.
We got the other things you rock on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know look. You don't know why you're merry-go-round if you don't ask me.
I forgot the seesaw. Y'all go up and down. Okay, that's enough. But I want to tell everybody, thank you.
My virgin ears.
Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube page. If you're following us on Facebook, make sure you subscribe on our YouTube page so we can grow our numbers. We love you. Please comment on this crazy episode that we did, and we will get back with you. Okay, guys? We love you.